is the name of my business, and essentially it's a one-woman sewing studio, or I've referred to it as a factory of one, where I create what my customers want. And most of it is currently upcycled products. I have my products on MaidenJane.com, my website, and I'm also on Etsy. What started as a hobby, I would do it when the kids napped or later in the evenings. I made clothes for my kids. Then it evolved into making things as gifts, and then finally making things for a business. Currently I make just about everything made to order. When I started my business about 10 years ago, I was selling headbands and aprons, wine totes, regular totes, beach totes, things that I would like to use around my own house, very practical items. But eventually it evolved into things like memory t-shirt quilts like this one here, and the memory pillows are really popular. People have lost a loved one and they want to take some of those clothing articles and give them to the grandchildren, so it becomes a special memory item for those family members. In this example, this is a sweater, and it's not really rocket science, but I cut it apart, and sometimes that's the hardest part, and I'll try to feature any details in it. In this case, the buttons can actually be used to insert the pillow right in it. In other cases, there might be a zipper, or I'll put a zipper in it. So there is other items that are popular for memory items, and one really big one right now is baby clothes, memory quilts. This quilt is made all with vintage, hand-sewn dresses that belong to my neighbor. And they were made by her grandmother. So these were really delicate, thin cotton fabrics. Some of the squares were made out of her baby blankets. This was made out of her nightgown or bathrobe. And because of the uniqueness of the dresses, I wanted to feature one in the center panel so that it captured the types of dresses that this quilt was made out of. But certainly this is really popular nowadays. As children get older, moms want to hold on to those baby days. The process that I use, so for everything I have to start by cutting into it. If it's a sweater pillow, I usually cut up the side seams. I see what size I can make, but I usually try to make the pillow's about 18 inches. And then I will insert a zipper and sew around the four sides. It's fairly straightforward. This business means a lot to me right now, and it's evolved so much from where it began, from me making aprons. I consider myself blessed because I get to be surrounded by love. It's truly rewarding to create something that will carry on and hold meaning for my customers.